7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, 0.
All right, let's get down to it. I'm going to go over change of character or shift in market structure and cover a few key points that's going to help you all find high probability trade setups. We all know what a trend is, right? We have price delivering lower highs, lower lows, lower highs, lower lows, lower highs, lower lows, and then we get this jab move down followed by a push back up that breaks this previous swing high right here. Right? Now, what this is, it's our change of character. When the change of character occurs here, there's a couple key things that we're looking for. Most traders would be looking to enter here. Maybe there's a bullish order block down here or a Fibonacci level, whatever your entry parameters are, that's great. But what we're going to focus on is this point right here. There's a few things you want to look for in confluence with this jab move down. And ideally what we're looking for, if we look at previous price history, did this jab down clear any liquidity, like relative equal lows or equal lows? What happened in the past over here? Maybe it was a previous week low or a previous daily low, right? 30, 60-day liquidity, whatever it is, it can be many different PDAs. What happened though, right? Because when you have a jab move down, and again, if we're looking to short, it would just be flipped, the opposite, right? The way that you get the really good moves that have the high probability is when this stuff happens. And then to add on to that, did price come down and hit a half number or a whole number or an institutional key level, right? Whole numbers, half numbers, quarter numbers too, but I like to, ideally, more powerful are the wholes and the halves. So let's just say if this was Euro USD, price came down and hit 1.05 flat. So when you have something like this happen, all right, let's go over all the different things that are in confluence with this move. Price previously engineers liquidity, and again, a few different forms of PDAs. We have our downtrend where we are getting our breaks of structure here, break of structure here, break of structure here, break of structure here. The highs are being respected, and then the change of character. All these things considered, when you see this happening on this retracement down, you're going to be most likely in a position to hit a very good trade. So let's say in confluence with this engineered liquidity, maybe 20 pips below, there's an order block over here. And there is displacement like a fair value gap here that needs to be rebalanced. So now we're starting to put these clues together, right? Now, all things considered, you're looking at a trade setup here that could be absolute fire. So on this retracement back down, again, you might have a bullish order block somewhere in here, or if you're on a lower time frame, you might have from this point to this point a fair value gap in here. And on lower time frames, price doesn't have to completely fill this fair value gap. It could just trade barely into it. It could trade into it right here. And we could see it turn, and that'd be fine. That's totally okay. Again, on the lower time frames, you'll see that happen a lot because, not to go too far off topic, but there could have been the construction of an order block built in this entire down move here, which is why you're seeing price just dip barely into that fair value gap to offer deals that were skipped, but also mitigate out what was constructed in here before the push up. So again, it's not just a change of character, all right? Because there's a lot of things that go into finding these trade setups of high probability. There's more than what I've covered for you, but for the sake of you learning and figuring it out through experience, because you have to go look at this stuff on the chart, right? I could sit here and talk about these things till I'm blue in the face, but like ICT says, it's not going to mean anything to you until you go find it. So there are a few other things that could improve your time trading. if you get what I'm putting down, that you're going to have to discover on your own. But go study this in your charts and find it. Write it down. Write down the case studies. Examine what's happening. I promise you, light bulbs are going to go off if you're thorough, and it will change your trading. You wouldn't even believe it. All right. Peace out.